Good afternoon. Would you please rise for the procession of our graduates?
Welcome, everyone. As we begin today celebrating these amazing young people on the stage, I would first like to recognize you, the families of these graduates. Without you, without your wisdom, sacrifice, love, they may not have been here today. You should all congratulate yourselves because I can speak from firsthand knowledge that you have raised 80 truly amazing humans. I'm so grateful to have had time to teach them, spend time with them, and love them these past 4 years. Students, give your families the recognition that they deserve. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty and staff of University High School, it is my honor to welcome you to join our recognition of the graduation of the class of 2025. It's always so wonderful to see the large number of alumni who return for this important day. Would any alumni who have joined us today please rise to be recognized? Our first speaker today is someone I'm lucky not only to have the opportunity to work alongside, but also someone who is a friend. Our speaker is talented in a diverse collection of things, from playing the trumpet, to video games, to being an absolute champ at trivia. And she's usually fairly humble about all of these talents that she has. But I have noticed just how often she's able to work into a general conversation that she was the Thornwood High School 1998 Mathlete of the Year. Although these talents I just mentioned are all pieces of what make her so interesting, most importantly, she excels at leading our faculty, staff, and students to ensure that university continues to be the special place that it is. Following a conversation with her, one is hard-pressed to walk away without knowing something about what sets university apart from all other schools. Her love and loyalty for this place are strong. Her belief in the potential of all students who walk the hallways shines brightly. It demonstrates her belief in the mission of our school, which is to expand hearts and minds. I present to you the 1998 High School Mathlete of the Year and our head of school, Alicia LaMagdalene.
Thank you, Brett, for reminding us of that famous line from the cinematic masterpiece Mean Girls, that mathletes is not social suicide. And thank you to all of you for celebrating with us today. In all things, university is guided by a mission to expand the hearts and minds of students and to nurture excellence through academic, creative, and physical achievement. Each of those words was chosen with purpose. They were chosen because of what the founders envisioned and because of what we still believe. Because we believe that students are more than just their transcript, creativity and wellness are placed level with academics, not subordinate to it. Because we believe excellence is not something innately given by birth or circumstance, but rather an ideal that can be fueled and developed in each and every individual, we charge ourselves to nurture it. And because we believe that the true problems of the world, the questions that need answers, the stories we need to tell, will require more than just intellect. We lead with the heart as well as the mind. I continue to believe nothing serves us more than that last principle. That heart that beats in all of us, from the members of the Board of Trustees, to the faculty and staff, to the 78 hearts beating on stage right now. Part of what makes university a truly special place is that everyone in it contributes to making the school work. And there are some people I want to honor today. 2 university trustees end their service to the school this year. To Anne-Marie Suarez Davis and Ike Willett, thank you for your work, your guidance, and your friendship. We also have 2 exchange students who, while not formally graduating today, were part of this senior class. Thank you to Charles Emmanuel Fay and Tung Vu for embracing university and spending your year with us. Thank you to Ashley Crockett-Lohr and Jennifer Thompson for coordinating today's ceremony, and thank you to Daniel Knox and Kirkland Austin for preparing our musicians. Thank you to the mentors you will see on stage today and to the entire faculty and staff. This year has tried us and aged us beautifully, one might say. But there remains no other group of thoughtful, caring individuals that I would do any of this with. And thank you to Chuck Webster, our founding head of school, whose vision for a place where students are valued for who they are, listened to about what they need, and celebrated for what they may become, breathed this all into being. We were all deeply saddened to lose Chuck this year. And it is still hard for me, someone who has spent all her adult life in this place, to think of university without him. If you didn't know Chuck personally, I promise you, you know him through what he helped build. Whatever you do know and love and cherish about our school would not exist without him. He was the ultimate teacher to all of us. Thank you, Chuck. And finally, to the class of 2025, thank you for being a part of the 25th dot on the timeline of University High School. Thank you for bringing it joy. Thank you for bringing it curiosity. Thank you for bringing morning meeting presentations and volleyball on the front lawn and spicy ramen challenges. Thank you for open mic night and pack championships, for metaphoric coral reef-saving robots and gender-bending tales of Robin Hood. Thank you for the Miracle League, for dance marathon, for DECA. Thank you for book drives and cookouts and state championship runs. Thank you for laughing with us and crying with us and holding this place within yourselves, even when it was hard. As I quoted last week, Emily Dickinson once wrote that forever is composed of nows. This is either from poem 690 or 642, depending on what edition of her work you read. Dickinson never titled any of her pieces, and poets, despite being mathletes, are apparently very bad at counting. But either way, once we all walk out of here, your now will become part of universities forever. And here's my hope for all of you. I hope that this now, literally right now, becomes a part of your forever. You see, you aren't only a part of a dot on university's timeline, university is now part of a dot on yours. It is in fact a convergence point, a place from which all your seemingly endless futures will now unfold. So as you step out of this building made of metal, wood, and brick into whatever comes next, I ask you to take one last thing with you, a sense that values, specifically our 6 core values, matter. Wherever you go from here, I ask you to remember that. A lot of things in this world will try to convince you that values don't in fact matter, that diversity weakens rather than strengthens us, that it's okay just to slide by rather than try your best, that you can just blame others rather than take responsibility, that conformity is more useful than creativity, that you shouldn't care for others but just look out for yourself, that suspicion or hatred or fear trump mutual respect, support, and trust. You may be tempted to believe those things, but I promise that whatever tempts you is wrong. Look around you right now. You are accepted into 173 different schools. You will attend 46 different colleges and universities. You were early admits at Vermont and Oberlin and Butler's brand new nursing program. You are our first ever admits to Princeton and Rutgers and Florida State. 2 of you are collegiate athletes. 6 of you were national merit finalists. 1 of you is the state champion in playwriting. 30, yes, I like that one. 39% of you are going to study in STEM programs, 26% in the humanities and arts, 19% in business. You are Lilly Scholars and CLD Scholars and Academic All-Stars. And altogether, over 4 years, you were awarded over $18.1 million in merit aid. We can clap for that. Your work has been remarkable. Now, I'm not saying everyone was perfect all of the time, but that work is what happens when a collective group of people commits to diversity, to excellence, to personal responsibility, to creativity, to stewardship, to mutual respect, support, and trust. Don't leave those values here on this dot. Carry them forward into all the next ones that come. Thank you again for all you have given us and for all you will go on to do. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Good luck. I love you.
Okay. To celebrate and commemorate the founding of University High School, founding head of school Chuck Webster commissioned a poem for the opening day. Sarah Talpas, poet and instructor at the University of Michigan, visited the school. She interviewed the founding trustees and she talked to the entering freshmen. And although this poem is now 25 years old and describes a physical landscape of the school that in many ways no longer exists, it still embodies the soul and spirit of University High School. Her poem, A Map of the Unfinished, will be read to you today by graduate Kelly Jean Trowbridge.
A Map of the Unfinished by Sarah Talpas for the opening of University High School of Indiana. It won't tell us what is, but rather what might be, where there is mud and tread marks, a gym. You will get to know your own body and to learn how it moves among others. Pick and roll, cut to the basket. Timing. Your life is a sound, tambourines shaking tears from their skin, joy as it flies from a trumpet. Your notes make their own kind of sense, electrify the blood as you walk out into evergreen bushes and hostas, buds bursting in the spring. Here is your map. Blue jays, wrens. In the winter, they will leave you to ice, gray mornings, your breath visible as the snow falling on your shoulders, the linen robe you tie at your waist before stepping on stage. The ancient world suddenly before you. For a moment, you understand what it's like to live inside another's skin. Look out the window of this building made of metal, brick, and wood. Study chemistry, copper pennies as they turn to gold electrons whirling in their orbitals. Tiny particles that someone had to think to look for.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Each year, graduating seniors have the opportunity to vote for a faculty member that they would like to give their keynote address. This year's keynote speaker has quickly become one of the most beloved and respected teachers on the university faculty. At least that's what he tells me almost every day. All joking aside, Dr. A has added so much to university. He's someone who is willing to give his all, no matter what he is asked to do, whether it be taking a pie in the face for dance marathon or going so hard in Olympics Capture the Flag that he ended up with 3 stitches in his chin. Dr. A is a team player. His sarcasm, wit, and enthusiasm have proven to be real magnets for our students. And in the classroom, the awareness, knowledge, and increased interest in the environment that his environmental science class has created is truly a wonderful thing to see. Please welcome my Spirit Day twin and this year's keynote speaker, Dr. Matthew Aschaffenberg.
All right, we are here, class of 2025. This year has not been easy, but somehow through the late nights, the tests, the awkward group projects, we made it. We didn't do it alone, we did it as a community. First, I'd like to thank Brett Kriebel for that fantastic introduction. I want to thank all of my coworkers, especially my fellow science department nerds. And of course, thank you to the families, parents, and friends who are here today cheering on your students. To the senior class, you will always be my first class at University High School, and the one I feel the most connected to. To my graduating mentees, those who've been with me the entire time and those that join later, thank you. Thank you, students, each of you, for letting me teach you, but also for everything you have taught me. You've taught me that not everyone will love science, but it is still possible to inspire you all to care about the planet. You certainly also taught me to expect all of the glassware to break during labs. And thank you for the incredible honor of asking me to speak here today. It is sort of amazing you decided to ask someone at the ancient age of 41 to offer life wisdom. Seriously though, no one older with more wisdom like Spiegel, maybe? Bold move. Also, as an aside, as it turns out, 41 might be too old to play Capture the Flag with high school seniors. Just saying. Before we go any further, seniors, you owe someone else a big thank you today. At this point, I am a few years into this parenting gig, and I'm going to let you know on a little secret. Raising a human being is hard work. While this afternoon is about celebrating your achievements, it is also a recognition of all those sitting in front of you. Those who drove you to school, to rehearsals, games, performances, activities, who are your cheerleaders and coaches and your confidants and role models. Let's give them one more round of applause. Now let's talk about the title of this speech. It came to me from one of your classmates during January term this year when the class was down in Belize, enjoying the ocean, all of the marine life, and of course trying to stave off the dreaded Belize disease. I received a text asking for, quote, decently successful adult advice, which I'd say sums up pretty well where I'm at these days. So with that, I bring to you Dr. A's decently successful adult advice. But first, a story. Let's rewind to 2002. I was sitting where you are right now. If you're trying to picture it, the ceremony was outside with robes, and I looked mostly the same, just with a bit more hair. Okay, fine, a lot more hair. I was ready for high school to be over, for the summer to begin, and to start college in the fall. I had big plans. I was going to major in biology, take as many science classes as I possibly could. I, like hopefully some of you, had been inspired by my high school science teachers, especially my sophomore biology teacher and my junior chemistry teacher. I entered college and started on my predetermined path. First, get that degree in bio, and then graduate school in marine biology, then become a professor. The life I would lead. I pictured myself giving lectures in tweed jackets with elbow patches during the year and spending the summers at exotic coral reefs diving and performing experiments. Sort of like Indiana Jones, but with a snorkel instead of a bullwhip. You get it. I did everything I was supposed to do. I did well on all of my classes, did all the extracurriculars, the internships, the summer fellowships. I was well on my way and started doing as many marine-related courses and outside activities as I could. I was set. I knew where I was going. I started graduate school less than 3 months after graduating college and then spent the next 6.5 years working and grinding towards my goal of getting my PhD and moving towards professorship in a research lab of my own. Unfortunately, that next big step did not come so easy. After graduation and moving to Seattle, I applied to lots of jobs, some at universities, some with the city, some with the state, and some with private companies. None of them, not even one, granted me as much as an interview. The future I had planned was not working out, and I'll be honest, it was incredibly depressing, and I felt like a failure and that I'd wasted many years of my life. After a few years of trying out different jobs, coaching, mentoring, and instructing in different capacities, I realized that all the things I'd enjoyed and succeeded at were based in teaching. One thing led to another, and I started teaching in the fall of 2017. While I knew the content mattered and was excited to start, I had very little teaching experience and no classroom experience at all. It wasn't the path I'd planned, but it finally felt like the right one. I remember very clearly driving home one afternoon that first year after a full day of photosynthesis labs. For some reason, the lab was a disaster and nothing worked the way it was supposed to. Only one group ended up with the expected results. Despite that, I remember how amazed everyone was with that one group's results. I remember being blown away by my students' infectious enthusiasm and genuine joy, and that's the day I knew I loved this job, when my students became more excited about the lab results than the lab grade. Early on, I made some mistakes. I still make mistakes, just less frequently, I hope. I rely on my past experiences and everything I learned in college and graduate school to help me, even courses like English composition and Jewish history, as well as other experiences that seemed unhelpful at the time ended up being important and a part of who I became as a teacher. After a few years of teaching in Seattle, my family and I moved to Zionsville in the fall of 2019, and I started looking for a new school to call home. After 2 long years at another larger Carmel area high school, I joined the faculty and staff at University High School and could not be happier. Accepting a position here has been one of the best decisions I have ever made. And in a flash, we're here. So what does this long story have to do with you? Number 1, take it from me, there is always time to change your plan and your life. Number 2, there is no set path, and the different paths we must travel are rarely ever a straight line. Some of you already know exactly what you want to do and know how to get there, and that's great. But this may be news to you. What you want may change. And when it does, don't see that as a failure. It might change during college orientation in a few short months, or when you are 33 years old. To those of you who have no idea what to major in, let alone what classes to take next fall, that's fine too, no matter what anyone tells you. Stop comparing yourself to others. Everyone is living their own life, and you want to be yours to be different too. You might not know exactly what you're passionate about yet, and once again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with living life in your pursuit of figuring it all out along the way, as long as you remain true to yourself. And pursue what makes you passionate and happy. There is always time to make a change and find your passion. I'm sure many of you are sitting there thinking, hey, Dr. A, how do I even go about finding my passion? How do I figure out what I want to do? And more importantly, how can I change what I want to do? Okay, seniors, time to focus and back in and pay attention. Here's the part of the speech where I give you the advice I wish I'd gotten when I was where you are right now. Take risks. Take classes that sound interesting, especially if they aren't in your major. But maybe just not an entire class on the Odyssey by Homer. I tried that one, and trust me, just don't do it. Sorry, English. Sorry, English departments. Push yourself outside of your comfort zone. These are the experiences that help make you who you are. Find an organization with a cause you are passionate about, a group to volunteer with, a club to join, or a new sport to try. Remember, college is a clean slate. You can be who you want to be and try what you want to try. Don't be afraid to ask for help. College is hard, so is life after college. Asking for help doesn't mean you are weak, it means you know your limitations. Pay attention to the syllabus. Additionally, if you are really lost in a class, you should probably try reading the book. Shower sandals are a must. Trust me. Sleep is important and related. Don't procrastinate. All-nighters are overrated. Keep the embarrassing stuff off the internet or social media. Future you will end up cringing. Go to class. And for some reason, if you don't, never ask the professor, did I miss anything important today in class? Because the answer is yes, you did. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail an exam. Don't be afraid to fail at anything. Failure is learning, and that's what college and life is really all about. Call home, or text, or snap, or whatever it is you do these days, if at a minimum, to let your parents know you are okay. Even if they don't feel it right now, your parents are going to miss you and worry about you. Hi, I'm to my mom and dad who are watching at home. Do something dumb, but not too dumb. Have fun, but not too much fun. And work hard, but not too hard. No, wait, scratch that last part. Work really hard. Your student email is 90% spam and 10% life or death announcements. Read it anyway, and often, more than you do now. One missed email could mean that class is canceled, or tuition is due, or that campus is literally on fire. And lastly, be you. Don't let anyone define who you are. You choose who you are, what you stand for, and what you believe in. I'd like to share with you a quote from a book that meant a lot to my generation from a wizard whose wisdom is timeless, Albus Dumbledore. One can never have enough socks. Oh, wrong quote. He said, "It is our choices that show what we truly are far more than our abilities. Education is far more about far more than grades. You are making an investment. You are making a choice. Education is not a commodity that can be purchased. It is a process, and your tuition does not buy learning. It buys an opportunity to learn. That means figuring out what else a professor or a book or a piece of music or a campus or a city or a group of fellow students has to offer you besides what's on the syllabus or in the course catalog. In closing, teaching you these last 3 years has been an honor and a joy. By my count, I have taught about 3/4 of you, but it definitely feels like more. I will cherish the fun times, along with the boring ones, the labs, the lectures. I will miss the laughing, the tears, and the joking around. But most of all, I will miss being with each of you every day at University High School. I, along with the rest of your teachers, are incredibly proud not only of what you've accomplished, but who you have become. I will truly miss all of you next year and wish you all the best of luck. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Musical talent is yet another area where our students excel. Today's performance, Fly Away Home, arranged by Pink Zebra, and performed by the University High School Choir and University High School String Quartet, with Stacy Zhu on piano and Brianna Diamond on violin.
Swim through the sea. I'll climb to the mountain tops. Won't you come follow me?
I'll take time to notice all that I see. And after I've come so far, you know where I'll be. Fly away, fly away home.
Fly away,
Fly away home. Well, life is a vision, that's how it should be. The world is a canvas, and the choices are free.
at the end of the journey, when all is complete,
They'll all wonder where I've gone, but you know where I'll be. forever. For all that we know, the roads come together, and that's where we'll go.
We'll fly away.
Fly away home.
Fly away.
Fly away home. Ooh, we'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. We'll fly away, fly away, fly away.
Everybody's giving their best effort at trying to make me cry today. Thank you for that beautiful, beautiful, very moving performance. But we now are coming to the moment that we've all been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas. We will proceed with Alicia LaMagdalene asking individual mentors to come forward from the audience. The mentor will then call up each mentee separately to receive the diploma and take a picture together. The graduates will also receive congratulations from a member of the Board of Trustees. That means a series of handshakes. Take time for those hugs and high fives, and don't forget to look out to your people in the audience who will be taking photos. So once again, for the presentation of diplomas, here is Alicia LaMagdalene.
I'd like to invite University trustee Greg Odell to the stage to join me in presenting the diplomas. As Brett said, in addition to receiving their diploma from their mentor and recognition from myself and the Board of Trustees, 3 different career academic awards are awarded upon graduation. Honors, given to graduating seniors who earned either high honor roll or honor roll status for 6 or 7 semesters of high school. High honors, given to graduating seniors who earned either high honor roll or honor roll status for all 8 semesters of high school. And highest honors, given to graduating seniors who earned high honor roll status all 8 semesters of high school. These honors will be announced from the stage by the mentor. Before we begin with the students seated on stage, we would like to honor a member of the class of 2025 who is no longer with us. Mikey Cardwell touched so many lives during his time at university. He was a scholar, a musician, a runner, and as Nancy Webster would say, a true blue trailblazer. His friends and classmates have chosen to hold Mikey's place on stage with a chair, and I'd like to invite his mentor, Chris Bradley, up to present Mikey's diploma to his brother, university alum Danny Cardwell, on behalf of the Cardwell family.
Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Michael Ivis Cardwell.
Because he has to be special and go first, would Mike Spiegel please join us on stage?
It's It's not because I'm special, it's because my daughter has a dance recital, just to make sure. Graduating from University High School, Victoria Grace Kiger. That's convenient. Graduating from University High School, Cameron Ryan Rady.
Will Kathleen Armato please join me on stage?
Graduating from University High School, Safana Anwar. Graduating from University High School with high honors, Tristan Spencer English.
Will Matt Aschaffenberg take 2 steps forward?
Graduating from University High School with high honors, Emma Carmela Louie. Graduating from University High School, Asas Kanwal Sidhu. Graduating from University High School, Corbin Mitchell Clark Smith. Graduating from University High School, Sage Carolyn Tracy.
Will Tasha Barger please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Lily Louise Rothwell.
Will Carolyn Bradley please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Kelly Jean Trowbridge. Graduating from University High School, Janny Zong.
Will Chris Bradley please rejoin us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Lucas Jordan Fewer.
Will Melissa Caraher please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School, Eli William Barnes. Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Emily Ann Ganter. Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Beatrice Machado Lacerda.
Will Luke Crawley please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with honors, Luke Jaden Pierce. Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Lane Christopher Spears. Graduating from University High School, Jack Joan.
Will Ashley Crockett-Lohr please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Eleanor Scott Dillman. Graduating from University High School with honors, Max David McComb.
Will Allie Domke please join me on stage?
Graduating from University High School with high honors, Garen Grace Barnhart Wickham. Graduating from University High School with honors, Anisha Patel. Graduating from University High School, Kelston Constantine Prieto. Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Henry Wong.
Will Andra Edgell please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School, Martina Alejandra Ramirez
Will Tom Fitzgibbon please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with high honors, Patrick John Haddon. Graduating from University High School, Gabriel Ephraim Moshe. Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Emanuela Wada Repetto. Graduating from University High School, Malachi James Spieth. Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Ellen Pfeiffer Worley.
Will Adrian Glidewell Smith please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School, Riley Amy Juliet Douglas Jones.
Will Callie Hartz please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with high honors, Lauren Emily Langer. Graduating from University High School with high honors, Alexander Meyer Odell.
Will Brandon Hogan please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with high honors, Cooper Henry Burnett. Graduating with highest honors from University High School, Brandon Smart Clegg.
Will Henry Johnston please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with honors, Rayon Hayder Shaw.
Yeah, I just wanted to mess with everyone and get them out of order. Will Tim Hahn please join us on stage?
Graduating with honors from University High School, Hayden William Hyde.
Will Janie Kim please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with high honors, Orly Galit Alkaslasi. Graduating from University High School with honors, Alexander Donald Stephen Blanche. Graduating from University High School with high honors, Syed Aden Hassan.
I'd like to invite Chair of the Board of Trustees, Marcy Bandick, to join me at the podium. And also, we can clap for Marcy. And also Daniel Knox to join us on stage.
Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Eli Stevens Berger. Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Paul Connor Bergeson Dana. Graduating from University High School, Alice Lee. Graduating from University High School with high honors, Samuel James Weaver.
Brett Kriebel, will you please join us up here?
Graduating from University High School, Jack Allen Munnicky. Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Kayla Sakura Rossetti. Graduating from University High School with high honors, Catherine Rose Rothwell.
Graduating from University High School with high honors, Mila Sophia Betley. Graduating from University High School, Taylor Noel C. Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Stacy Zhang Zhu. Will Jamie McDougall and Nancy Webster please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School, Casey Michael Dahl.
Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Brianna Chicane Diamond. Graduating from University High School with high honors, Noah Charles Moshe. Graduating from University High School with high honors, Paulina Moskacheva Nix. Graduating from University High School with honors, Annabelle Cynthia Simpson.
Would Whitney Motter please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with high honors, Emerson Rose Wilmore.
Will Mercedes Muñoz Peredo please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School, Wesley James Lucas.
Will Nyla Neely please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School, Kalia J. Hoggs. Graduating from University High School, Mason Robert Syrick.
Will Taylor Newell please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School, Zion Nasir Bland. Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Aiden Neil Patel.
Will Erica Postuma please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with high honors, Grace Allison Blake. Graduating from University High School with high honors, Milo Anthony Olson.
Will Wes Priest please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with honors, Elgin William Phillips.
Will Anna Seldner please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Evelyn Julia King. Graduating from University High School with high honors, Katrina Sofia Marcos. Graduating from University High School, Bryce Joshua Reddick.
Will Stacy Summit Mann please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School, Kayla Ferguson Crotchfeld. Graduating from University High School with honors, Stella Ann Henning. Graduating from University High School with honors, Anaya Marie Turley.
Will Shannon Swan please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with high honors, Bridget Rose Flanagan.
Will Jennifer Thompson come on over?
Graduating from University High School with high honors, Lindsay Elise Eflin.
Will Jake Thurman please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with honors, Peter Carl Lauver Bigland. Graduating from University High School, Brody Cantlin McMurtry. Graduating from University High School with highest honors, Dominic McKinley Poulter.
And would Meredith Van Roy please join us on stage?
Graduating from University High School with high honors, Gracelyn Margaret Cates. Graduating from University High School, Sydney Bella Ciano. Graduating from University High School with honors, Vivian Lane Reveal.
Let's have one last round of applause for our graduates.
Well, I was going to ask you to put your hands together and congratulate the class of 2025, but since we just did that, I'll move on, okay? So an important part of community is how it listens to itself. And the 22nd graduating class of University High School has much to share with us today, and so chose 3 of its members to tell us about their experience here and what it has meant to them. In choosing Eleanor Dillman, Patrick Hatton, and Katie Morcos to speak here today, the class of 2025 have selected 3 graduates who care deeply about others, the world around them, and the importance of striving to make our society better. By choosing Eleanor Scott Dillman, the seniors have shown their appreciation of her enduring strength and her depth of character. Although Eleanor's life-altering loss, her freshman year, has not defined her, it has absolutely influenced not only the beautiful person she has become, but also her choices for the future. Eleanor honors her father with all that she does, and so it is fitting that she has chosen a pre-med track of study at Northeastern University. During her time here, her voice has been one that students listen to, her leadership and enthusiasm valued, and her wicked sense of humor appreciated. From cross country to dance marathon and everything in between, Eleanor has left her mark, and today we'll have one more opportunity to learn from her wisdom. I suspect that Katie Morcos' decision to attend university may have included a tiny bit of concern about being compared to her brother Mina, class of 23. Katie had some big shoes to fill in order to make her own mark on this community, but in her typical fashion, Katie not only filled those shoes, but elevated them from sneakers to Louboutins. Without a doubt, our community is better for Katie's presence. Through her leadership of Dance Marathon, Blaze Craze, stewardship, cheering for our athletic teams, Katie repeatedly has demonstrated for all how important it is to be involved in this community. It's no surprise that Katie has chosen to study nursing at Butler University to continue what she does so well, which is caring for her community. Patrick Hatton has one of the biggest hearts I've ever seen in a student. Patty cares deeply about many things other than himself. After my assembly presentation about the nonprofit organization I'd started to assist women in vulnerable situations in northern Uganda, Patty, along with Noah Moshe, approached me about forming a club to support the people I had spoken of. The Rebay Club was born and a mission was established. Through his leadership, the club raised funds to allow many Ugandan students to attend school, many for the very first time. Patty is not afraid to take a risk, especially if the result will benefit others. His founding of a men's volleyball team at university is another example where he saw there was a need and he took action to create change. Purdue University and the Eli Lilly Company saw in him what those of us here have appreciated for 4 years and awarded him the prestigious Purdue Lilly Scholarship to study engineering. I have been incredibly fortunate to work closely with these 3 beautiful souls. And it is my honor to welcome Katie, Patrick, and Eleanor to the podium.
Thank you, Ms. Grable. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here. Your presence means the world to us as we celebrate the memories, the growth, and the future of the class of 2025. My name is Katie Marcos, and it's an honor to speak in front of you today and in front of a class that has truly come a long way. As I stand here, I'm starting to feel what I hadn't let myself feel until now, that this chapter is really coming to a close. It took us about 1,361 days to get here. Whether you were here for 1 year or all 4, we're about to leave a place that has been home, a place where we've cried and laughed, failed and recovered, dreamed and doubted. And somehow, every little moment has shaped us into who we are today. I have a simple question. How many times have you said, I can't wait? Like, I can't wait for recess, I can't wait for lunch, I can't wait for high school, or maybe I can't wait for this class with Fitzy to be over. I've said that one a lot. The one I've heard the most throughout these past few weeks, however, is I can't wait to graduate. We have spent so much time focusing on what's ahead and have forgotten to live in the moment and focus on the little things. I used to think change came through big, defining moments. But more and more, I've realized that the things that shape us most are often the ones we almost miss. For example, laughing with Eleanor until I couldn't breathe, Kayla finding 4-leaf clovers in the middle of our busiest days, conversations with Tim, Whitney, and Maddie in college counseling, most of which had nothing to do with college, or our trips to Candyland during our 5-minute breaks, which may or may not have lasted 10. The small moments are the ones that make us, and most of the time, we don't even notice they're doing it. If you told freshman me that I'd be standing up here giving this speech, I would have laughed. I was quiet, unsure of myself, and definitely not a stand at the podium kind of person. The only reason I started stepping up was because of all the little moments that nudged me forward and the people who believed in me before I believed in myself. One of those nudges came from my brother, Mina, who encouraged me to apply to be a dance marathon executive at the end of my sophomore year, and I couldn't have gotten through this speech without bringing up dance marathon. I applied mostly because Mina wanted me to, but then I got the role and something shifted. That email, the one that my brother sent to me from the room next door, felt like a small thing in the moment, but ended up changing the course of my whole high school experience. I found a place where I could lead and grow. Dance Marathon opened up doors for me that I didn't even know existed. It showed me what I wanted to do with my life, taught me how to be a leader, and it brought me closer to Miss Kriebel and strengthened my friendship with Eleanor, who is now more like a sister to me. As we strive to change kids' health at Riley Hospital for Children, it made me believe that I could be more. That's the thing about small moments. They rarely feel big in the moment, but they become the foundation that we stand on. And I know I'm not the only one. We've all had moments like that. Maybe yours was also applying for a leadership role, or making it through a class you thought you couldn't, checking in on a friend who needed it, saying yes to something new, even choosing to show up, especially on the days where it was hard to. Whatever it was, those moments shaped us, they connected us, and they helped us find our place here. And the beautiful part is, none of us did it alone. And this year, we didn't just show up for the fun stuff. This year began with heartbreak. We lost Chuck, and not long after, we lost Mikey. There's nothing that I can say here that will ever be enough, but I do know this. In the middle of that grief, I saw something powerful in all of you. I saw care, I saw strength, I saw community. You showed up for each other in ways that were brave and deeply human. We remember Chuck and Mikey not just with words, but with how we lived. With joy, with humor, with kindness, and with so much love. That's how we've carried their memory, not just in what we say, but in how we treated one another. And I think that will always be one of the most beautiful things about this class. Throughout high school, I had many moments of doubt before every event. Before Faculty Night Live, Dance Marathon, Trivia Night, blood drives, I always wondered, what if no one shows up? But you always proved me wrong. You all took the step I was hoping you would take. The things this class has done for me in the past 4 years has made a huge difference. You showed up, you brought the energy, and you made the space matter. It's really easy to get caught up in the rush of life, or the bigger things. The to-do lists, the deadlines, the quizzes and tests, and maybe even the fear of getting hit by a water gun. While we were all caught up in all of these things, it's so easy to forget that the moments we're living through now are the ones that truly matter. So, as we go off in 100 different directions, different cities, different campuses, different countries, different dreams, do not forget how much power there is in simply showing up. I truly believe that the best bonding experiences we've had is putting our U's up at games, screaming, "We can't hear you," to the other team's student section because our section was always bigger, even at away games, racing chairs down the hallway at senior Thanksgiving, or jumping on a bouncy house all night during senior sunrise. Now, you may still be thinking, "I can't wait for my grad party, I can't wait to move into my dorm," or maybe, "I can't wait for this speech to be over." I'm almost done, I promise. We're all about to enter a completely different chapter in our lives. We're stepping into a world that is complicated, a world with injustice, with pressure to be impressive and to move fast and to have everything figured out. But here's what I hope we carry with us. You don't have to have all of the answers to make a difference. You just have to keep showing up for yourself, for others, for the moments that may seem small, but turn out to mean everything. Go out and do the things that scare you. We've all survived our classes with Fitzy and Dr. Hogan, so I'm sure that we can get through this. Take risks, take advantage of every opportunity, experience, and conversation you come across. Wear the silly shirt, ask the hard question, get all decked out in your school color. Cheer a little too loud. Let yourself care, let yourself be moved, let yourself begin, even when you're not sure what happens next. Because, as Audrey Lupton once said, we're all put on this earth to live until a certain day. We don't know when that is, but every day until then, we will keep living life as it's meant to be. The most important things in your life won't start with a grand plan. They'll start with a small moment, one you almost didn't notice, that opens a door to something bigger. These small, seemingly insignificant choices can lead to the best people, the best places, and the best parts of yourself. Let the little things shape you. They'll matter more than you will ever realize. Thank you all for becoming a part of my small moments. Thank you for helping me become who I am. I love you all, and I can't wait to see the amazing things that you guys go off and do. Thank you.
Hi. Really? I said one word. Hi. I'm Patrick Hatton. I'm the 27th in my class alphabetically by last name. I'm Mr. Fitzgibbon's 9th favorite mentee out of 9. And I'm one of 11,000 people starting at Purdue in the fall. In many ways, we are just numbers. But according to Lamags, we are definitely not. We are students, we are athletes, we are engineers, we are musicians, and most of all, we are individuals. We've heard these words time and time again. Every first and last day assembly, every midterm and finals week, and anytime Whitney and Tim tried to hype us up before writing our college essay. I know I can speak for many of us when I say I never felt like a number at University High School. I wasn't a random dude roaming around aimlessly for 4 years. No. I had a reason for waking up each morning. I had a reason to participate each day. And somehow, I even had a reason to come back from senior lunch. Here, I felt a real sense of belonging and purpose whenever I stepped foot on campus. This is a feeling that stems not from being a random number, but instead being a person who is recognized and valued as an individual. But now the time has come. After we leave here today, we will officially be college students. And even though that one email from your respective college says otherwise, you will be a number. And as I learned in calculus, numbers suck. You will be one of hundreds in a lecture hall. You will be the 39th in line for food. You will be student 8 in row 12 in lecture hall 2. And to many in these 4 years, you will be those numbers. It would be easy to skate by these next 4 years, but if there's one thing University High School has taught us, is to commit yourself to excellence, no matter the situation. Maybe you are student number 41, but that shouldn't make you the 41st in the class. You may have a professor who drones on and on, like Mr. Fitzgibbon, but don't be the first to fall asleep. Be the first to introduce yourself to that teacher. Be the first to ask questions, and be the first to help a classmate. Do not let the numbers assigned to you be the numbers that you identify with. Strive to be number one. Strive to be the best possible you. Always strive for more. Now, being number one is daunting. The spotlight will always be on you, and you won't want to mess up. But as I have seen in these 4 years, I know that each and every one of you is already number one at something. I'm not going to say all those things, but we were the first class to go through 4 full years of COVID. And in those 4 years, we won trophies from comedy sports to academic team to basketball. We dominated DECA. We created AAPI Affinity, the writing anthology, and the men's volleyball team. As a class, we were awarded more than $18 million in scholarship money, which is more than any of the other grades that we went to school with. Our grade has blessed University High School with our presence, and now it is time to do the same at the 46 different colleges and universities that we are all heading to next. Everyone here, every single person on this stage has the ability to bless their college with their presence, no doubt. The only thing left to do now is to just do it. And for most of us, that starts this fall. So yes, numbers are inevitable in college, but as you are sitting in seat 8 and row 12 in lecture hall 2, think about how you are gonna grow past the system of digits that the world has placed on you. Find a way to be number one. Find a way to be yourself. Commit yourself to excellence in academics, in your future communities, and especially within yourself. Don't let college be this big, weird, scary thing. Make it an opportunity to grow, just like UHS was when you were graduating middle school. Colleges will try to make you a number, but it won't stick, because you, me, and the whole graduating class of 2025 will always be number one. Thank you.
All right, good afternoon, everyone, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. My name's Eleanor. Today is more than just a celebration. It's a recognition of what we've overcome. Because this year hasn't been easy, and honestly, the last 4 years haven't been easy. Each of us has carried the weight of personal struggles, unexpected losses, and moments where just coming to school every day was an act of strength. But nevertheless, we showed up. For those of you who didn't know, we started high school on the tail end of a global pandemic, and it was hard to connect when the world felt so distant, and even smiles were obscured by masks. But somehow, this group of people made it work. And today, we sit up here together, stronger, braver, and more connected than we ever were when we started. Personally, I'm stronger and braver than I was when I started at University High School. And that's partly because, as Ms. Kriebel mentioned, at the end of my freshman year, I lost my dad. And it was a loss that shattered the world that I thought I knew so well. So my family and I didn't know how to move forward, and I didn't know how to move forward, and some days I wasn't sure that I really wanted to. My mom and I were navigating this new life together, and I'm so thankful to have had her by my side. But most days, I ended up spending more time at school than I did at home. And it was this school and the people in it that saved me. You all showed me that healing doesn't happen in isolation. It happens in classrooms where your teachers care more about you than your grade. It happens in quiet hallway conversations with Miss Kriebel, G. Wood, or Dr. A, in unexpected laughter with Garen or Peter, and in friends that become family. To my friends, thank you for being my family. Thank you, Bridget, for growing up alongside me like a sister. And thank you to Katie for becoming one so quickly. You reminded me that even in the darkest of moments, there can be light. Like in me and Kayla's karaoke performances before orchestra class, or with quiet lunches with Brianna in Ashley's office. Thank you to all of you. This year, we as a school faced more heartbreak. We said goodbye to our founding head of school, Chuck Webster, a man who believed in this school before it even existed, and more importantly, he believed in the people inside of it. He had this rare ability to make you feel like you mattered, like the most important person in the room, that you were worth listening to and worth knowing. Some of us were lucky enough to have Chuck as an English teacher in our sophomore year after an unexpected staffing change. He so graciously stepped out of retirement, of course with sweet treats in hand, and came to teach us about all of his favorite literature that includes Dalloway, which we disagreed on a little bit. The care that Chuck brought to the classroom is something that I see in all of my teachers. And Jamie McDougall's ability to make you feel like a much better runner than you actually are, in Mr. Knox's love for what he does, or in Mr. Bradley's way of making you laugh before a long world religions double. And Mr. Thurman, I do really like world religions, you just didn't let me watch Conclave, so we're fighting about it now. Chuck believed in me, he believed in all of us before we could. And in doing that, he reminded us that we are so much stronger and so much more talented than we think we are. He saw potential where we saw doubt, he made us feel capable, creative, and valued. I know that Chuck would be so beyond proud of what this school has become and what we have overcome this year. But no matter how excited we are to graduate today, there's a hole in all of our hearts and an empty chair on this stage. This year, we also lost Mikey, a classmate, a friend, a truly extraordinary human being. I had the pleasure of getting to run cross country with Mikey for all 4 years, and I struggle even now to put into words the sense of joy, relief, and gratitude I felt each time Mikey came to practice or walked into a room. He was the kind of person that if he was there, I knew that everything was going to be okay. Mikey was one of the kindest, most intelligent people I think I can say many of us have ever met. He had a quiet brilliance, a generous heart, and a way of making people feel seen without ever trying to stand out. It's important, really, really important, that we say his name today. Even though he's not physically sitting up here with us, Mikey is still part of this class. And it's not right that he isn't here, and I'm not sure any of us will ever truly understand why this had to happen. But we can say for sure that his presence shaped us, his absence changed us, and his legacy is one that will stay with us. So what do we do now? That question might feel overwhelming because truthfully, most of us don't have our lives figured out yet. And guess what? We're actually not supposed to. There's no timeline for this. There's no deadline for finding your purpose. And until we get there, until we know who we are and who we are becoming, we can live by a simple goal. Live like Mikey, live like Chuck, lead with kindness, see others and make them feel seen. Be the kind of person whose legacy fills our classrooms, our homes, and our hearts. So, class of 2025, it's time to carry everything we've learned, everyone we've lost, and all that we love into what comes next. For now, let's just keep showing up for life and for each other, just as we've done for the last 4 years, and remember that we are becoming exactly who we're meant to be. Congratulations, your future starts now. Thank you.
Thank you, Eleanor, Patty, and Katie. We're coming towards the end. After we conclude our ceremony shortly, graduates will leave the theater, congregate in the lobby area and outside. After the last graduate has left the theater, you may leave your seats and proceed out the doors in the back as well. I promise I'll make this short. All right, seniors, I have to ask, was there a bet on whether or not I would make it through this without crying? Yeah, okay. Okay, well, here's the real test. To the class of 2025, you have truly enriched our community by demonstrating leadership and caring for all, by being thinkers, doers, creators, and humanitarians. We are all better for knowing each and every one of you. Through the highs and the lows of this year, you've shown your love and compassion, not only for each other, but for this greater community as a whole. I wish I had the time today, and don't worry, I won't, to give you each a senior superlative that shows your true worth. But what I can say as you head off into your next adventure is that each of you has a very special place in my heart. You've made me laugh. You've accepted my awkward hugs. You've laughed at my bad jokes sometimes. But bottom line, you've become an important part of my life and memories. For my AP students, and many of you up here are just that, you'll understand. When I reach Erickson's life stage of integrity versus despair, you will all play a role in my being able to look back with no regret and say, my life had meaning. Thank you for giving me the honor of sharing this important day with you. You give me so much hope for the future, and I hope you all know how much I love every one of you. So please join me one final time in celebrating the class of 2025.
Thank you.